Alrighty, welcome back to the conclusion of this replay of a $2,000 satellite to the $10,000 Spring Championship of Online Poker main event. If you are for some reason just joining us for the second part of this series, there were 52 entrants in this tournament. The top 10 people in the tournament are going to get seats. I believe at this point there were 17 people remaining, and my stack was above average, probably in the top 5 for the tournament. So we're looking at a well above 50% chance of getting a seat at this point, at this stage of the tournament. And that means as we're approaching the bubble, and as I have a pretty healthy stack, the objective is really going to be caution, and I definitely would recommend, in all seriousness, that you watch the first part of this video before watching this one, if you haven't. Explain a lot more about my general approach to satellites, and particularly to satellites that pay multiple seats the way this one does. At this stage of the tournament, my goal is really going to be very conservative in terms of I'm certainly not going to want to be calling anyone's big bets or making any particularly thin plays. But at the same time, and this is a mistake that I used to make in satellites in the past, and I think I've started to get a little bit better about it, but something I'll caution you against, is you don't want to get overly sanguine either, because there is still quite a lot of poker yet to be played, and you have to realize just how slowly things are going to go when you get down to the bubble, and how long it's going to take for that last person to go out. I certainly am not at a stage where I can fold into the money, or where I can get up and walk away from my computer confident that I'm going to make the money, or anything like that. Especially because there are a lot of pretty good players in this field, and so I'm not expecting people like Justin Rollo or Flows or Randall Lynn to make, or Duckio, to make huge mistakes that are going to cost them a seat. I'm expecting that most people here are going to have a pretty decent idea that they should be playing conservatively. And so I definitely am still going to try to be picking up chips in spots where I think it's very low risk to do that. I'm not just going to be open folding all my hands. I'm not only going to be playing premium hands. I'm going to be conservative, but I'm still going to be trying to pick up small numbers of chips. I'm not going to try to double through anybody. I'm going to avoid big all-in confrontations. But I am going to steal blinds where I can, because it's essential to do that. I'm going to need to, really my goal is just going to be to pick up the blinds and antes once per orbit. And as long as I can do that, I can maintain my stack where it is, and that's fine. I don't need more chips than I have now. I can even get away with less. But what I can't do is just fold into the money and play overly conservative. So that's where we are now. As we've seen here and left on the screen for your viewing pleasure, our own Justin Rollo sucking out with Queen 3 versus Flo's Pocket Sixes. And this is actually a good thing for me. As I explained, that's the wrong